Hello and welcome back. This is part 2 of Unit 4 UGC-NET JRF Forensic Science, in which we will discuss about analysis of chemicals in trap cases. Trap cases. Basically, these are to red-handedly caught the corrupted official in case of bribery. Bribery is an offense and may be defined as the offering, giving, receiving, or soliciting at any valuable item for altering the conduct any person bearing a legal or public duty. Section 171B of IPC defines bribery and Section 171E deals with the punishment of bribery. Under Prevention of Corruption Act 1988, for accepting bribery, the provisions are explained under sections 7, 11 and 13. For bribery givers, the provisions are under section 12. How the trap cases are done. So the accused is given the currency notes on which chemical is applied. The chemical may be anthracene or phenolphthalein powder, but anthracene was replaced by phenolphthalein as anthracene was carcinogenic in nature. So now only phenolphthalein is used. When the accused touched the note, the part of the powder or the chemical in trace amount will be transferred to his hand, fingers, pocket, bag, briefcase, anything that comes in contact with that money. Then the description of the exhibit was noted and preliminary examination was done. Before giving the chemically applied currency notes to the accused, we record the serial number of the currency notes. Preliminary examination. First, the exhibit, which can be hand wash, drawer wash, pocket wash, etc. The wash is taken in 5% of nitric acid, and then this exhibit is treated with the base to establish whether the currency notes were smeared with phenolphthalein powder or not, as phenolphthalein is colorless in acidic medium, whereas it turns pink when it is basic. So sample containing phenolphthalein in which a base is added, that is sodium carbonate, it turns pink at pH 9 to 10. Then dilute HCl is added until the pH reaches 4 to 5. The pink color disappears. Now the extraction of phenolphthalein. So to the acidic hand wash, 20 to 25 ml of diethyl ether is added in a separating funnel to extract phenolphthalein. Two layers are formed. One is aqueous layer, the other is the organic layer. Phenolphthalein will be extracted in the organic layer, and the aqueous layer will contain water-soluble compounds such as sodium ion, carbonate ion, H+, chlorine, Cl negative, chloride ion. So these ions are present due to the preliminary examination where we added sodium carbonate and HCl. The organic layer containing phenolphthalein is passed through anhydrous sodium sulfate in order to remove the excess water or the absorbed remaining water. Then the sample is concentrated by evaporation, and the residue is then dissolved in methanol or ether for TLC, thin layer chromatography. TLC method. The solvent system used for phenolphthalein is benzene, dioxane, acetic acid in the ratio 75:15:5, or chloroform acetone in the ratio 80:20, or ethyl acetate, methanol and ammonia in the ratio 85:10:5. The development of plate. First, the TLC chamber is saturated. It was kept undisturbed for 15 to 20 minutes, and then the plate spotted with the sample, the TLC plate spotted with the sample, is placed in the saturated chamber, and the lid is covered, and it is allowed to run in the saturated chamber. The observation was done under short and long UV range. The visualization or the spraying reagents are 2.5% sodium hydroxide solution that gives pink spots as phenolphthalein will react with the base. Acidified potassium permanganate solution, that is 1% solution of permanganate in 0.25% sulfuric acid. It gives pinkish red spots. Now the tests for anion or cation extracted in the aqueous layer. So for carbonate ion test, there is one effervescence test in which an acid is added which produces carbon dioxide with brisk effervescence. And another test is barium chloride test, in which barium chloride reacts with sodium carbonate to form white precipitate of barium carbonate. For sodium ion test, there are two tests: flame test using platinum wire. In case of sodium, it gives yellow flames. And another test is zinc uranyl acetate test, which gives yellow PPT. The chemistry of phenolphthalein. It turns colorless in acidic solution and pink in basic solution. As the pH varies, the color of phenolphthalein solution also varies. So the colorless and pink color of the phenolphthalein is up to a particular pH. So in strongly acidic solutions that have pH near to 0, phenolphthalein appears as orange. At pH range between 0 to 8.2, it appears colorless. However, within the pH range of 8.2 to 12, it appears fuchsia. At above 12, it will again become colorless. This table shows the property of phenolphthalein, its color range, its pH, its condition, its structure, etc. So here you can see at pH lower than 0 or near to 0, it appears orange. At pH 8.2 to 12, it appears pink. Alkaline phenolphthalein can also become colorless in situation where it reacts with the oxygen present in the air. So to prevent this condition, hydroquinone is added, which is a strong antioxidant and combines with the oxygen more rapidly than alkaline phenolphthalein, and thus prevent the alkaline phenolphthalein to uh, become colorless, or the solution changes, or the breakdown of alkaline phenolphthalein. The quinoid phenolphthalein or the alkaline phenolphthalein, in the presence of oxygen, it gets converted into phenol, 2,4-hydroxybenzoyl benzoic acid, para-hydroxybenzoic acid in the presence of hydroquinone. So when oxygen is there, it will get converted into 2,4-hydroxybenzoyl benzoic acid and phenol. When hydroquinone is there, it will get converted into phenol, para-hydroxybenzoic acid, 2,4-hydroxybenzoyl benzoic acid. Now the test for phenolphthalein, Paulin Kiokaltu's reagent test. So 1 ml of the alcoholic extract of sample is taken and 1 ml of the reagent is added, followed by 20% sodium carbonate solution 2 ml, blue color is observed. Confirmatory tests for phenolphthalein are using UV visible spectrophotometer. Ethanol is taken as blank. Standard will be phenolphthalein and ethanol. Phenolphthalein in ethanol, and the sample would be the hand wash. And lambda max would be in the range of 550 to 555 nanometer. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.